Yeah, I don't want to have a monologue. I want to have a dialogue in front of the people so that I can ask a question and they can hear the response so they know where we stand today. But, see, I respect this federal judge, though. You don't become a federal judge because he's stupid. He's very smart. And this is probably legal. Probably legal. But he did say he's not going to rule on this new one right now, but it just appears to be valid. So I want everybody to know it's not locked in stone, and it is open to be challenged. Now, can I get a confirmation on that from the city attorneys? Yes or no? Did the judge say that this is locked in stone, or is it open to be challenged? Anyone?
Well, if they don't have to, they could.
It is not locked in stone. That's why we're here to listen to hear what you have to say this evening.
Thank you, Bill Rosendahl, for finally letting someone back on who can ask the right questions for the community. Now, I'm not going to sue against the zones. I'll tell you all that. They can probably get away with the zones. Okay, you have no-fly zones. You have zones. Zones can probably be defended. So I'm not advising it, but I do say there are things inside the zones that you might be able to change here. But that's not, my next question is this, and this is for the city attorney, or you can decide who. The lottery that we run right now, the old ordinance that Bill said at the beginning of the meeting was thrown out. Is that enforceable in any way? These tickets that you're handing out in the lottery, the spaces, can LAPD come down and kick anybody out of a space tomorrow? They need to know that. Anyone? Tomorrow. Can you kick someone out of a space? Tomorrow. LAPD need to know that.
Okay, ask the question one more time, Matt. The attorneys are all perked up.
Okay. We have a new ordinance because the old one was illegal, unconstitutional. So can you still enforce that lottery in the spaces until this comes in?
The city is still running the lottery. The ordinance that's being discussed here today in draft form certainly has not been adopted by the city yet anyway.
Is it legal to run?
Is it illegal, the old one or
The
not?
lottery that's still in place is legal.
So why is there a new ordinance if your ordinance is legal? Bill said it was thrown out at the top.
There's many differences that are under consideration. Many differences that are under consideration in the draft ordinances before you today that the judge.
Can I ask LAPD the same question then? Are you going to kick me out of the space on the boardwalk tomorrow if I don't have the ticket for that space and someone else wants it? It's a valid question. It's a big question.
Yes. If it's a permanent space and somebody holds a permit for that space, you will be kicked out of that space if that person shows up and wants that space.
Well, they will have to test that because I don't believe you can actually touch anybody until this new ordinance comes through. This new one is confirmation that the old one was no good. It's as simple as that. Next question. I have a lifetime permit that I paid for from the city of Los Angeles, and so do most of these people here. Now, do we have to pay for the new permit, or are we just going to give it because we already got a lifetime one?
Yes.
And how much?
There'll be a transition. There'll be a transition provision for people who hold valid permits now and pay the fee. They'll be able to turn in their permit for an I-zone or P-zone or combination permit for the rest of this year. And then thereafter, the proposed rule is each year you'll come in, update your information, and get a new permit. Excuse me, and the renewal permits, I say the renewal permits will be $10 annually, and every year you'll need to renew your permit.
Okay, one more question. Thank you, Mr. Rosendahl. P-zone exemptions. Can I have the attorneys turn to page 4? I think it's the P-zone exemptions. Because I'm going to be in the P-zone when this comes in, and I got a good question right here. Because I already talked to the parks directors about this, and they weren't reading it how I read it, so
Okay, Matt, do the question.
it says in exemptions part C, any person may give away food, goods, or merchandise, any merchandise, and may ask for a donation subject to the condition that they display the donation sign. Is that right? Because I'm reading it off here, that's right, attorneys? Including my incense. Including my incense under those conditions. Yes or no? This is for the
Right.
record.
As long as you're giving it away free of charge, and you can request a donation. But if someone doesn't give you that donation, you'll still be obligated to give it away
Thank
free
you.
of charge.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's what I
Jingles, did you want to speak?
want to make just one comment now too. I think I'm going to be doing it right when you bring this in. So tackle me at your own loss, because I'm going to be doing it right, just like I was doing it right last time. That's why we won.
Appreciate it. And Alex, you're up next since you haven't spoken, and then the others for a second time.
Hello, my name's Alex. I just have a question for you guys. If that old ordinance is still in place, then why are so many commercial vendors out there and nobody doing anything about it? I found hundreds and hundreds of pictures of commercial vendors on the boardwalk. I walk down every weekend and I snap pictures. Why is nobody doing anything about it if that ordinance is still in effect?
We're gonna answer it. Relax. Go for it.
We agreed that we would not enforce nominal utility of the 50-foot rule, which were the two areas that the judge was concerned about. That Carol Sobel had filed a lawsuit in which another party had filed the same, taken her briefs and filed the same information.
You have to go to the 99 cents for your buy stuff and sell it for $2.
And now we got some wrap-ups. Come on up, my friend.
I had to fix her lawsuit. Don't say I copied her.
Give us your